EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes it at the 7. Oh, good move. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Down at the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On third down, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To Marquez. Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 51 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
27-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
3-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
A pickup of 2.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Greg Olsen. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Shepard on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
this defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Gain of
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Seahawks ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
First down.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers have moved out in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
To DK Metcalf.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
Seahawks.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
David Moore, 38 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Jason Myers to kick.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Carson. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
On the carry.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On second down now, it's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
Valdez-Scantling.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.